I Ching, it was stated, the law of heaven takes from those who are arrogant and benefits those who are humble. The same holds true in the law of earth. The humble shall be replenished just as flowing water filling up lower places on the ground as it passes by to make up the differences. The law of spirits and gods bring harm to those who are arrogant and fortune to those who are humble. Even the laws of men despise the arrogant and love the humble. Therefore, heaven, the earth, the spirits, gods, and people, they all prefer humility over arrogance. The Chinese Book of History has also said, a person's arrogance will bring him harm, and his humbleness will bring him benefit. I often went to take exams accompanied by others, and every time I would meet scholars who were very poor. I noticed that before they succeeded in passing the exams and became prosperous, their faces showed such humility, peace, and harmony that I felt I could almost hold that quality in my hands. Several years ago, I took my imperial exam in Peking. Among the 10 applicants from my village, Qing Yuding was the youngest and extremely humble. I told one of the applicants that this young man would definitely pass the exam this year. He then asked me how I could tell. I said that only those who are humble were qualified to receive fortune. Sure enough, when the test results came out, Qing Yuding passed the exam. Kai Chi-feng from Chikiang, Huang Yuanzhao, and Jian Shuhia from Shantung only managed to pass their imperial exams after they carried themselves in a humble way, which was an immense change from their proud and arrogant ways in the past when they failed in their exams several times in succession. However, there was a scholar named Wei Yan Chang from Jiangying who was very learned and wrote good essays. He was very well known among many scholars. One year he took his exam, and when the test results were posted, he found that he had not passed the exam. Damn.
Hey, you! The examiner must be blind. I am so talented, and am a master in writing poems and essays. How could he have failed me? This is such an injustice! What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at your ignorance. The apparent reason for your failure in exam is that your essay must not be good.
How do you know it's not good when you haven't even read it?
The most important element in writing good essays is peace and harmony. Your angry accusation just now clearly shows that your mind is not at peace and your temperament is violent. How could you possibly write good essays?
What should I do?
Whether you pass or not depends on your fate. If you're destined not to pass, then no matter how good your paper is, you will still fail the exam. You yourself will have to make a few changes.
How can I change it if it's predestined?
Through the power to form your destiny lies in the heavens. The right to recreate it is in yourself. As long as you're willing to do kind deeds and cultivate hidden virtues, there is nothing you ask that you will not receive.
I'm only a poor scholar. What good deeds can I possibly do?
Practicing kind deeds and accumulating hidden virtues all stem from the heart. As long as you constantly harbor the intent to practice kindness and accumulate virtues, your merits are infinite and boundless. Take the virtue of humility, for example. It does not cost anything. Why can't you be humble and reflect on your own essay instead of blaming the examiner for being unfair?
Wei Yan Chang listened to the Taoist monk and from then on suppressed his arrogant ways. He became very mindful of his own actions and tried not to make mistakes. Every day he put forth additional effort to do more good deeds and accumulate more merits. 3 years later, he dreamed one night that he entered a very tall house and saw a booklet that contained all the names of the candidates who passed the exam that year. He saw many blank lines. Unable to understand what it meant, he asked the person next to him, "What is this?" The person replied, "This is the booklet that contains all the names of the candidates who passed the exam this year." Wei Yan asked, "Why does it have so many blank lines?" The person answered, "The spirits of the underworld check on the candidates every 3 years. Only the names of those who practice kind deeds and do not make mistakes are allowed to appear in this booklet. The blank lines used to bear the names of those who are supposed to pass the exam, but due to their recent offenses, their names have been erased. If for the past 3 years you have been very careful and have exerted such self-control that you haven't made any mistakes, then you would be able to fill this blank. I hope you will cherish this opportunity and take care not to make any mistakes." Sure enough, Wei Yan passed the exam that year and placed 105. From the examples given above, we know that spirits and gods are always watching our behavior from above. Therefore, we must immediately do whatever is beneficial to others and avoid doing whatever is violent, dangerous, and harmful to others. These are all things we can decide for ourselves. As long as we harbor good intentions, refrain from evil doings, don't offend the heaven, earth, spirits and gods, humble ourselves, be tolerant and not arrogant, then the heaven, earth, spirits and gods will constantly have pity on us. Only then will we have a foundation for our future prosperity. Those who are full of conceit are definitely not destined to be great men. Even if they prosper, they will not be able to enjoy their fortune for long. Intelligent people would definitely not make themselves small and narrow-minded and refuse the fortune they are entitled to. Besides, those who are humble always increase their opportunities to learn. If a person is not humble, who would want to teach him? Also, humble people are always willing to learn the strengths of others. When others perform good deeds, the humble person will learn and follow their examples. In this way, the kind deeds humble people accomplish are boundless. For those who wish to cultivate and improve upon their virtues, they especially cannot do without the virtue of humility. The ancients had an old saying, "Those who have their hearts set on attaining success and fame will surely attain success and fame. Those who have their hearts set on attaining wealth and position will surely attain wealth and position." A person who has great and far-reaching goals is like a tree having roots. A tree with roots will eventually sprout into branches, flowers, and leaves. A person who has set down great and far-reaching goals must humble himself in every thought and try to relieve another's burden, even if the occurrence is as insignificant as a speck of dust. If you can reach this level of humility, you will naturally touch the hearts of heaven and earth. Furthermore, we are the creators of our own prosperity. If we truly want to create it, we certainly will succeed. Look at the candidates who sought for fame and wealth. In the beginning, they did not harbor a sincere heart. It was only a passing notion. When they fancied it, they sought it. When their interest dropped, they stopped. Mencius once told Emperor Xuanqi, "Your Highness has a love for music, but your love for music is only a personal pleasure. If you can expand from the heart which seeks after personal happiness to that of sharing happiness with all your subjects, and make them just as happy as you are, then surely the nation is bound to prosper." I think it is the same for those who are seeking to pass the imperial exams. If a person can expand upon the heart which seeks to pass the exams to that of diligently doing kind deeds and accumulating merits, putting forth his best efforts to improve his character, then both destiny and prosperity are his to create. Tianqi, do you understand now?
Yes, I do, Father.
Liaofan Yuan did many kind deeds and accumulated merits throughout his lifetime. He had also written 4 short essays to advise his son. These are none other than Liaofan's 4 lessons, which have become popular in the world. Liaofan was a great philanthropist who had changed his destiny through active accumulation of merits. He died at the age of 74, an increase of more than 20 years over his life expectancy. The book Liaofan's 4 Lessons teaches people how to recognize the truth of destiny, understand the standards of goodness and evil, learn the ways of becoming good people, and the effectiveness of charity and being humble. Mr. Liaofan Yuan also spoke through his personal experiences of changing destiny. This book is enlightening and gives us enormous confidence and courage after we've read it. If we can emulate his examples and put them to practice, our educational and professional careers, as well as family life, will be enhanced. It will also be a matter of time before we reach the stage of becoming a sage.